Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be reading for all signs for the week of December 21st through the 27th. Your biggest cosmic influences this week will be today, 21st. We're experiencing the winter solstice. This is definitely internal renewal. On the 22nd, tomorrow, immediately following the winter solstice, Capricorn season will start. This is very much a last stretch energy. It feels like you could be reaching the top of a mountain, some goal that you have aspired to achieve. Definitely could feel a little challenging right now as Capricorn season begins. Guys, please remember we are multi-streaming. So we're on 3 different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch tonight. I will put timestamps in immediately following the live stream. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome. I see Sherry coming in. All right, so tonight I'm going to try to keep it as simple and easy, cheesy as possible. We do have camera tonight, so you'll be able to see the cards. I know we haven't been able to do that in a little while, so I'm kind of excited for that. I am going to start out with the Enchanted Soul Tarot for our main spread. I'm going to use the Triple Goddess Tarot to clarify. I've pulled out Power of Love activation in order to call in Miss L for guidance cards. And then, of course, we'll close out with the Moonology Oracle for our thoughts and emotions. All right, let's jump in and get started right away with Aries. I'm going to do 148. I'm a little nervous, guys. Is that weird? Oh, thank you, Sherry. How does this sound? Any feedback? Let me know. We are using all new technology over here. Sister very generously gave me my Christmas presents early. So we have all the gadgets. We have all the gadgets. So it's like we have to hopefully have everything plugged up the way it's supposed to go. All right, thank you. All right, Aries, let's get started. Energy of the week. We have 2 of Cups coming out. 2 of Cups, soulmates, attraction, companionship. It's giving me equal effort is what I'm feeling here. Let's look at challenge or obstacle for Aries. We have 7 of Wands. This is you protecting yourself or guarding yourself. Lesson learned. We have the Lovers coming out. Wow, Aries coming right out with all the bells and whistles, right? The Lovers is Gemini energy. It is you choosing yourself. And this is in the position of lesson learned. So that's what's going to help you with your challenge or obstacle. Aries, there could be some boundaries issues this week, December 21st through the 27th. We do have 9 of Wands coming out at the end. This is potential outcome. So Aries, 9 of Wands is giving me this energy of don't quit now. You're really close to something. Bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Coins. So your energy is being stretched or pulled in too many directions. You definitely could need a time of recovery or recoup. That's what I'm doing here at Sisters. For the next 11 days. I'm so excited, guys. I got my table set up. I imagine it's going to change a little bit as we adjust, but it was one of the first things I did was get unpacked and get everything ready because it is winter solstice, guys. I know we're all excited for the holidays and we're excited for New Year's, and it feels like everything's like going to start popping off. And I mean, there's a lot of potential for that, of course. But we are in the middle of the winter season, and the solstice is a time for us really to go within. It's definitely a time to, think about it. Right now, all the animals are sleeping, hibernating, right? The plants are even in their, hiding period. So it's like this energy of, as humans, people, we're always trying to start the year in the middle of the time that we're supposed to be resting and recouping and recovering. So there is some of this energy here. All right, Triple Goddess Tarot. We're going to clarify a little bit. Aries, let's look at the Two of Coins. Three of Wands comes out. Three of Wands is taking action, taking steps towards your future. Seven of Wands is you guarding yourself, protecting yourself. It's in your challenges or obstacles. So I'm getting this energy like you're struggling to do that, Aries. The boundaries may need to be enforced. You could be too lenient with someone. The Six of Pentacles comes out and it tells me, Aries, that remember we've seen that Two of Pentacles on the bottom that talks about feeling stretched in too many directions. You're being pulled in too many directions. There's not enough of you to go around. You can't be everywhere at once. With the Six of Pentacles and your challenges or obstacles, it's like you're trying to be everywhere at once. You're trying to do too much. You're over giving. Six of Pentacles is help, assistance, but it's in your challenges or obstacles. And I'm getting this energy, Aries, with all these cards, that there's possibly some relationship, maybe even a past relationship, a relationship that you've moved away from, took action to move away from. And it's like the boundaries are not being enforced. You're still trying to help in some particular way. But the lesson learned is the Lovers, the major arcana that came out for Aries. And it is, again, Gemini energy, but it's energy that says you've chose yourself. You picked you. You're putting all of this energy that you have into yourself so that you don't feel like you're being pulled in too many directions. The Knight of Wands is reckless energy. It's like you know that when you're over giving, it sends you into this recklessness when it comes to you being able to take care of you, when it comes to you keeping your own cup full and not becoming depleted. I keep wanting to cough in this reading, and so it's this energy of like there's something you need to say, but you're not wanting to say it. All right, Nine of Wands. It says wary, last stand, perseverance, determination, courage, and inner strength. We have the Chariot coming out. It did come out in reverse. This is Cancer energy. The Chariot says move quickly. Something could feel like it's taking too long. You could be trying to rush something. This is the beginning of Capricorn season. Capricorn season is going to feel, at the beginning, is going to feel, like I said earlier, like you're reaching the top of the mountain. It is the last bit of the climb. It is when your legs are weary, when you're tired and you think you may not make it. So for Aries, there's this energy of try to slow down. Try not to move too quickly. Try not to overgive, especially to the point that you're becoming depleted. All right, Power of Love, activation, Oracle. For guidance for Aries, December 21st through the 27th. We have gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. So again, Aries, it's like you're going through some type of challenging lesson and you may be trying to rush it. Transformation. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. I feel like I picked that energy up the entire reading. You're breaking free from something, most likely from the past, most likely a relationship where you were overgiving. Last one, we have priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. All right, Aries, Moonology to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do think it's possible that you're overthinking. And if you're not overthinking, Aries, then you're completely ignoring something. It's almost like you're ignoring it so that you don't have to face it or you don't have to pay attention, something like that. It says it's time to take action. It's new moon in Aries. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And last one for Aries, the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So definitely could be dealing with Gemini energy. Definitely could be strong twin flame soulmate type of vibes. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, please remember to tap that like button for me. Like, share, comment, follow, join, subscribe, all the good things. I feel like I don't know, you ever have that feeling like you're late all the time? Like you get behind on something and then you're just in this constant, I'm late. So tonight's live is rescheduled from Thursday night. So it's like Thursday night, I just wasn't feeling good and I didn't make it. And then last night I made it to Sisters and I sent the mod ladies this little meme that shows a baseball player like running and sliding into home base. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's what it felt like when I got to Sisters. It was like, oh my gosh, I made it. And again, that's that Capricorn energy. It's like you're at the last stretch. It definitely was that feeling like I made it, but barely. But the amount of gratitude was immense. All right, Leo is next. And next week I'm going to be at Sisters still, and we're going to do the January transits. So I'm kind of excited for that. We also need to squeeze in the January 2026 energy update as well. Oh, Jenna, do tell. Excuse me. How's everybody's dreams? I feel like everybody's dreams have been very active. And I always enjoy when people that don't normally remember their dreams start remembering their dreams. That's always exciting times. I do feel like that Sagittarius new moon was very much forced alignment. A little bit more challenging for some of us, maybe more than others, right? There's something about that, Leo. So there's something about the Sagittarius new moon could have very much given you some type of abrupt change, like something shifted or changed very abruptly. All right, let's timestamp for Leo. Let's do 1525. All right, Leo, this is December 21st through the 27th. I'm going to start out with the Enchanted Soul Tarot. Full energy of the week. We have the Nine of Swords coming out. I do see the Two of Cups on the bottom. Queen of Swords, challenge or obstacle. Wow, Leo, Two of Swords. Lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. And Nine of Coins is your potential outcome. Again, some overgiving. Two of Cups again, equal effort. Nine of Swords is, it's normally anxiety, fear, despair, guilt, depression, it says. But Leo, you've busted through something. You've pushed through something. This Nine of Swords energy is more like you fighting back. You definitely could have experienced this last bit of 2025, some type of severe depression, dark night of the soul, feeling like you're being pulled down into this deep transformation is really what it is. Queen of Swords, challenge or obstacle. You're learning how to stand up for yourself, especially when there's lack of effort, when you feel like you're putting in more than others. Two of Swords is confusion, choices. It's also stalemate energy, like feeling stuck, Leo. This is giving a Nine of Coins, financial independence. It doesn't necessarily mean it's about your finances, but probably has a lot to do with it. But this is giving, like, Leo realized, you had a moment of clarity where you realized no one was coming to save you. It was up to you. If you wanted to stop spinning your wheels, it wasn't even spinning wheels. You were in a complete stalemate, in a complete non-movement. It's almost like you felt the depression. I don't really like, I mean, that's what it is. It's like you felt the darkness lingering over you. And it's almost like you felt yourself giving in and not doing the things that you know to do to push that back. So there's this period of intense heaviness, intense, it's darkness, it's depression, it's anxiety, it's fear, it's, I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. The Nine of Swords is giving breakthrough. It's giving, I'm going to stand up for myself. It's more than standing up for yourself. It's fighting back. And it's going to have something to do with equal effort and speaking your truth. Telling people what your boundaries are, enforcing those boundaries. Being honest with yourself. All right, nightmare, despair, gift. It's a gift. That's what it is. It's a breakthrough. It's like you've received some gift and you're able to see through something that's held you down for a long period of time. The King of Pentacles comes out. Maybe this is about taking responsibility as well. Like maybe you realize, I wasn't speaking up for myself. I wasn't telling someone that I was tired of overgiving. I wasn't enforcing my boundaries. The Six of Pentacles comes back out, same position. So it's very clear that it's overgiving. Overgiving could be the theme for the fire signs. The Seven of Cups comes out, Two of Swords. You feel like you had no choices, or your choices were taken away from you, or you could feel that your lack of action caused some type of stalemate. I mean, that makes more sense. Nine of Coins is independence. It's, I'm going to do this. I understand no one's coming to save me. I have to stand up and do it myself. It's definitely giving strong breakthrough energy. Look at that. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles says you finally release something. You finally let something go. This could definitely have been some type of belief system, especially with all the swords energy, the air energy. I mean, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be dealing with that energy as well. Queen of Swords on the bottom. It's Queen of Swords twice in two different tarot sets. It's very powerful to show that your words, something about speaking up for yourself and using your words. All right, Leo, here is your guidance. December 21st through the 27th. Power of love. We have commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. I definitely feel like there's something about your belief system that's changed. Maybe you thought that you had to keep giving or you had to keep doing it a certain way, and definitely some type of breakthrough when it comes to understanding something and clarity to get unstuck. Virtue comes out. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. And on the bottom, I see compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. There's something here, Leo, about being able to have compassion and understanding for others, but also understanding the importance of standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. That Nine of Coins is giving strong Taurus energy. Have faith in your dreams, the waxing crescent moon. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it pulled at your heartstrings, Leo, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up, and we have Sagittarius left in the fire signs. Don't forget to look for our special crystal, ladies. Let me know if you spot it. My fan keeps kicking on the laptop, so I moved the mic. Hopefully it doesn't sound like an airplane trying to land. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, 25. So this is for December 21st through the 27th. I know I'm a little behind, but we made it. We made it today. Better late than never, right? All right, Sagittarius, let's start with energy of the week. I will say the energy feels a little bit more rushed than the other two signs. All right, energy of the week, we have Two of Coins. See the King of Cups, challenge or obstacle. Knight of Swords, some type of breakup. Ooh, Four of Wands, some type of union. Five of Wands is on the bottom. Something is challenging. There's obstacles. People could be fighting. Two of Coins, again, I feel like it came out with all three fire signs. Energy of overgiving. I see the infinity sign, so something that you're used to doing. It's always been this way, but it is energy of feeling like you're being pulled in too many directions. King of Cups is emotional stability. It's in your challenges or obstacles, so you could feel like things are chaotic. You could be struggling to tolerate something. You could feel like someone is being unkind. I mean, Sagittarius, King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. Some of you could be dealing with Divine Masculine energy. Knight of Swords is lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. It is about moving forward, getting past something. The word rash and impatience is on here. I do feel that there's like an urgency. I just want to get to union. There could be a fear of someone's return. There could be a fear that someone will repeat a cycle. Four of Wands, celebration, marriage, community, stability, reunions. I feel like you want some type of stability. And the only way, Sagittarius, that you're going to be able to find that stability, attain that stability, be able to slow down in this winter solstice, be able to finish the climb to the top of the mountain, is you're going to have to let go of the fear, whatever fear you have about a particular outcome. It's almost this energy of there's something about, it's like something is destined, bound to happen. Four of Wands is like it's always meant to be coming together. It's the 11:11. So there's a lot of fear building up to something that is, I want to say imminent, but I don't think that's the right word. Like it's going to happen whether you stress about it or not. Six of Wands comes out. It could have something to do with a victory. Could have something to do with children. I heard two words, patience and thank you. Someone could be asking you to have patience with them this week, Sagittarius. It definitely could have something to do with this King of Cups energy, this feeling of unstable emotional instability. The Three of Pentacles comes out. I feel like that's confirmation, like work with me, have faith with me, be patient with me. Knight of Swords is about moving past something, but it's giving strong impatience. Yeah. Queen of Cups comes out. So Queen of Cups is knowing when to choose yourself, which is what needs to happen here. But it's also, okay, so I'm using Triple Goddess Tarot. So in Triple Goddess Tarot, it is the divinity card. It is the card that you gather all of your resources, your abilities, your soul team, your it's energy of trying to create something, trying to bring something to fruition. So it's like something is bound to happen regardless, but there's this definitely this energy of like maybe you're overdoing something, maybe you're overgiving, maybe you're putting too much into it. It's like regardless of what is being done, the Four of Wands, the 1111, the firm foundation is inevitable. It's going to happen. And remember, we're talking about, this week is Capricorn season. So it's like you're at the pinnacle, you're at the very top of this mountain that you've been climbing all year. All of 2025 has been a mountain. I don't care who you are, right? Like we've all been climbing a very challenging mountain all year. So you're almost to the top of something and you're like, I just want to be done with it. I want to reach it now. I want to be in union now. And I mean, there's really nothing. It doesn't matter. You can conjure all the magic and have all the prayers and all the wishes. It's going to happen in spirit's timing. And this is lesson learned. So it's like, you already know this. The Six of Pentacles coming back out again. I feel like that came out for all three as well. We do have the Star Aquarius energy on the bottom. It is like bright hope for the future. Six of Pentacles, a little bit different energy coming out here. Earlier, it was in challenges or obstacles for Aries and Leo, and it was this overgiving. It is an energy about getting help and assistance, and being on top of this Four of Wands is like spirit is helping you get to this goal. So definitely a strong energy of divine timing, being patient, waiting for all the cards to come together. I feel like that's how this whole reading was. And with Aries and Leo, I feel like I got a little bit of a message before the reading started. And with Sagittarius, I feel like I just got thrown in. And it's like, oh, this is happening now. All right. Power of Love activation for guidance. Sagittarius, you have elevation. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Spirit just told me to raise my voice. How's the sound? Does it sound okay? Trust. You have a strong connection of your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. And last one, detachment. I do see spontaneity. Something did happen very quickly. It says you're releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. And that's what's happened. Like, that's why it has to take so long, because your ideals of what this is supposed to be is not, I don't know, like something's off. Something is, I don't want to say wrong, but it's like you haven't learned something. You haven't gained, you're going through some elevation. It's like you still have more to learn. There's more wisdom to gain before this Four of Wands can happen. All right, Moonology to close it out for Sagittarius. The energy is gaining momentum, definitely. I do feel like out of Aries and Leo and Sagittarius, this is energy of waiting for something, being patient. This is the slow time of the year. I know it's New Year's. We want to celebrate in 2026, yay, all that stuff. but it's definitely a time to be going inward, to be slowing down, to be thinking things through, processing, grounding, integrating what you've learned all of 2025 so that you can start 2026 smarter, wiser, braver. You know what I mean? All the things, right? All right, a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. I said that with the Four of Wands, Sagittarius. I said it doesn't matter how unstable this energy is. The Four of Wands is the outcome. It's like Four of Wands, 11, your wishes coming true. And it's definitely giving strong twin energy, the whole reading is. But it's like union energy. So it's like this is going to happen when Spirit says it's going to happen, right? You know what we're in charge of, in case you ever wanted to know, like, what are you in charge of? You're in charge of your own inner union. Focus on that, and then whatever is supposed to happen on the outside will happen, right? Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it right there. And guys, that's the fire signs. I do have a little video for you guys to watch while I clean up. And we'll start with the water signs next. So how many of you have heard that 2026 is the year of the horse? The flaming horse, to be exact. So 2025 was the year of the snake, right? I think we all got to a couple of things. I feel like we got to see a couple of different definitions of the term and the meaning. I think that many of us got to shed old skin in 2025. I think many of us got to see people for who they really are in 2025. And that is definitely the year of the snake. And so as we move into 2026, the year of the horse, I feel like we're going to see things pick up quickly. Sometimes when we move quickly, there could be upheaval and disruption. Five of Cups flips over. Big confirmation there. But I think that as we ground into the wisdom we gained through 2025, it gives us the courage that the horse has, right? To continue running through the fires. What did you guys think of my little horse video? See that? I love making these videos, guys. I don't know. I can't, you can't even call it work. Hello, Twitch. All right, we've made it to the water signs. She said, I see the crystal. It's not by back legs of the wolf. No, it's not by the wolf. Oh, I forgot to say anything about the wolf. Did you guys see the smoke coming out of the wolf's mouth? Sister lit an incense in there, like right before we started, and it's like you have to like screw it into the bottom of the wolf, and then the smoke comes out. I forgot to say anything about it. Oh goodness. All right, so we're going to do Cancer next. I'm a Cancer rising. If you ever like really want to just pick one reading, like you don't have time to listen to the 2 hours of all 12 signs, I totally get it, right? Life is hectic and busy. I would always like, I feel like most people watch for their sun sign. And I just think that's a misconception. I mean, a lot of times it relates because, again, we use all 12. We have all 12 in our chart. We have a piece of all 12, right? So that's why other readings relate. We're like, oh, that makes sense too. That happened too. You know what I mean? But your rising sign is what makes your chart. Like when I'm making your birth charts, that's how we find the measurement to your rising, and then that's what starts the whole thing. So it's like if you're only going to watch one reading, and I do put the timestamps in, guys, and I will after this live is over. But if you're just going to watch one, I would say watch for your rising sign, because that's the one that's going to give you the more. Man, I just got a neck pain out of nowhere. Have mercy. But that's the one that's going to give you like the overall. It's going to touch on all the points, right? As your sun sign might be just like a brief something. Your moon sign might be how you feel about something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Mars may be just what action you're taking. So it's like you really want to watch for all 12 and then correlate those with each section, an area of your birth chart, right? But again, I'm Cancer rising, so sometimes when I'm super busy, and there are a few people, like I watch Soulful Revolution. I love when she does all 12 signs. I feel like hers are super brief and just to the point. I can't wait till I get there, right? Um, but if I'm in a hurry, I watch just my rising sign. And I'm a Cancer rising. Who else is a Cancer rising? I feel like we have a lot of Cancer rising. All right. So I don't know why I keep going on. It's almost like I'm hesitant to start the reading. But we're just going to get started. Let's timestamp 42:55 because I seen it. Cancer, this is going to be for December 21st through the 27th. You have winter solstice, so a time of going inside, right? Going inside, staying warm. But it definitely feels like you're going through something. It's hard, it's challenging, and I feel like I almost don't want to talk about it, which is weird because, you know, that's what I'm supposed to do. All right, Cancer, let's look at energy of the week. I'm using the Enchanted Soul Tarot. So the sun comes out bright. It is success, enlightenment, joy, and happiness. I do feel like this is something that you're trying to attain. I think what I'm getting here with this card is it's very possible that a spotlight, something is being illuminated. There's like a giant spotlight on something. Like if you're trying to find joy in your life or happiness or success, something could happen this week, the 21st or the 27th. It just kind of, it's like a big giant flashlight, a big spotlight is being shown on something that you need to do, that you need to accept, that you need to have faith in. I'm reading all those signs that sister got me, but it's giving that energy, you know what I mean? Like there's something that, like, if you're struggling to find success and happiness and this type of thing, it's like the spotlight could show you what it is you need to do this week, December 21st through the 27th. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have Queen of Wands. Could be a little imposter syndrome. Could also be a little bit of overgiving. That came out a lot with the fire signs. Queen of Wands is someone, it talks about kindness, respect. I mean, it could be a lack of those things as well because it's in your challenges or obstacles. So you could feel like someone is not showing you respect. Of course, Queen of Wands is also imposter syndrome, feeling like why would you be chosen, or why would people think that you can do it? Maybe you feel like you can't do something that others feel you can do. All right, lesson learned. We have Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands is normally energy that is like, don't be reckless, be patient, but it's in your lesson learned. And when I turned the card over, immediately saw the Tower. Strong energy of like, if the explosion is going to happen, or like if the tower is going to implode, or if like, it's this energy of like, don't be fearful. There's something about like standing up for yourself at all costs. It's like you're the one imploding the tower. So normally when I see Knight of Wands, I'm like, hey, you know, don't be reckless, like be calm, be patient. But it's giving, this is in lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. Maybe you're over giving kindness, generosity. I mean, that can't possibly be it. Spirit's not going to tell you, oh, be mean. um, but Spirit will tell you to stand up for yourself. So again, if you feel like you're lacking in success or enlightenment or joy or happiness, then a spotlight could be shown this week where maybe you need to flip some tables, right? Like it's giving that type of energy, like Jesus flipping the table type of thing. All right, potential outcome. We do have the World. Look at that. Success, completion, attainment. So the spotlight is shown, you take action and then attain something massive. The World is a major arcana, two major arcanas at the beginning and the end for Cancer. We do have King of Cups on the bottom. It could be possible that there's something about, one, it could be about divine masculine, but it could also be about staying in control of your emotions, delivering a message delivering an emotional message in a very calm manner. All right, so Two of Wands for the Sun. What's going to be shown to you is that you have a decision to make. You could be going somewhere as well. It could have something to do with traveling. I do see the huge buck in the background. So it's this energy of having trust that something will thrive or be successful. Queen of Wands coming out for Queen of Wands. So that's just like double whammy type of energy, right? So again, it could be struggling with imposter syndrome. I think it's a little bit of not knowing when to be firm and when to be soft. I think that's the energy. And I know I struggle with that daily. So Knight of Wands, we have Gemini, the Lovers coming out. So you choosing yourself could be like what turns the table type of energy, right? And then the World card is the outcome, and it is this energy of victory, success, wholeness, triumph, end of a cycle. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. I'm loving seeing that. I do see Three of Swords on the bottom. So there's this energy of having to heal something, clear something up, something like that. But the outcome is this potential for the respect that you feel you deserve. It's also the potential for new possibilities or new ways to work together. Remember, Three of Pentacles is I respect you, you respect me, I appreciate your ideas, you appreciate my ideas, we put them together, we create something much bigger than just us, right? All right, let's pull Power of Love. It does feel like there's some type of activation, especially with that Lovers card falling on top of the Knight of Wands. Action comes out. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Like, if that's not confirmation of this entire reading. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Look at Spirit showing up. And spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. And I do feel that with the World card and that 3 of Pentacles. Release is on the bottom. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. All right, Cancer, you may be needing to release something that could definitely be blocking you from some type of success. It could just be a belief system. It could be imposter syndrome, feeling like you're just not good enough to do something. I feel like for many of you, it has something to do with overgiving, not knowing when to stand up for yourself, not knowing how. Moonology, hold your vision, the fixed moon. You and your loved ones are safe. It's new moon in Cancer. That's going to be that 3 of Pentacles outcome. And have faith in your dreams. It's the waxing crescent moon. Definitely a little bit of a challenge, of an obstacle. I feel like the spotlight is going to show you where you're going to have to choose something or pick something. Most likely it's going to be having to choose yourself. With the you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. I love that this is Cancer's reading. But I always get this energy, like if this is about your immediate family, and I do feel like it has something to do with that, people that are very close to you, that type of energy. Whenever we see that, everything, you and your loved ones are safe, I get that energy like everything's going to be okay. You're going to work through whatever the challenge or the obstacle is. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Sound still doing okay? What do you guys think about the cards? Miss seeing the cards? I feel like I miss seeing the cards on camera. Ooh, time for Scorpio. Love it. Vanessa says sound is perfect. Love it, love it. I feel like I'm having to pause between each one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's almost like I feel like I'm supposed to be getting some type of, I don't know, like a message, an energy, pick up on some type of vibe. That it definitely feels very challenging to read the water signs. I feel like the fire signs came out super easy. The water signs, I'm struggling to pick up what the energy is. It feels deep, intense. I just heard the word collective, Scorpio. So I'm totally puffing on my puffer, but there's something about a cigarette smoke. Somebody's wanting a cigarette. I mean, you could be, maybe you quit smoking and you're going through something, Scorpio, and you're like, oh my gosh. You know, like that feeling like you think a cigarette would solve all the problems, right? Something like this. I don't know. I think it's been like 2 years. I've been vaping for 2 years. I tried to smoke a cigarette at work. I can't remember. It was either the beginning of this year or the beginning of this season, 2025. It may have been the end of last season. I'm not sure. I know it's been a long time. I know it tasted so bad. I felt like I was licking an ashtray. It was awful. But that's when I knew that like I was done. I would never want another cigarette. I was, I do definitely like, I feel like when I'm stressed, I reach for my vape right away. Where's it at? I lose it 25 times a day. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about cigarette smoke. Something could be like burning, going up in flames. Um, it could just be like you could just be releasing something. I just burped, so it's like confirmation. There's something about ashes. All right, let's find out. Let's timestamp 5656. I'm loving all of the synchronicities. All right, Scorpio, December 21st through the 27th, wrapping up the month, the year. I feel like to say this year was challenging would just be silly. But it feels like we're on what, the fifth sign? I feel like it feels for Scorpio a little bit more closure, a little bit more, like I said, this feeling of up in flames. It could be that um, Phoenix rising energy, but I'm not sure. All right, so I'm using the Enchanted Soul Tarot. Let's start with the energy of the week for Scorpio, December 21st through the 27th. We have Knight of Cups. Challenge or obstacle, we have Eight of Wands. Lesson learned, we have King of Wands. And the outcome, we have King of Cups. Five of Coins is on the bottom. Someone feels abandoned, rejected, left out in the cold. Someone could be experiencing financial hardship, homelessness, again, abandoned, downcast, loneliness, isolation, struggle. Damn, Scorpio. All right. It's going to be all about your feelings and your emotions and how you're handling something that is challenging. Someone could have left rapidly. Someone could have changed their feelings about something rapidly. I feel like for Scorpio, this is about you struggling to find the courage that you need to express how you feel about something. Ooh. And for some of you Scorpios, oh, don't let me lose it. Is it possible that you're not speaking up, you're not saying something, you don't have the courage to speak up and stop something from happening? I'm mean, Knight of Cups could also be like oversharing. You could be oversharing. You could be telling too much of something, but I don't know. I'm not really getting that. I feel like you're holding back. You're lacking the courage to tell someone how you feel about something that has to do with financial hardship, homelessness, abandonment, downcast, loneliness, isolation, and struggle. Knight of Cups, Six of Wands comes out. Six of Wands is a victory, but it's notoriety. You notice something. This could have something to do with children. Six of Swords is here. Eight of Wands. Spirit has been telling you that something was going to happen. It's like you were being guided. You were being shown. Maybe you were being shown the out to something and you didn't take action. You didn't make the move. Something like this. You took too long to follow Spirit's guidance. Knight of Wands or King of Wands and your challenge or obstacle. It's about being a leader. It's about having vision. It's about morals. It could be about a mentor, but it's bold, dynamic. It's courageous, passionate action. So it's this energy of you knew that there's some type of passionate action that you need to take. But it's like because this Eight of Wands and Six of Swords is in your challenge or obstacle, it's like, I know you didn't take the action. You didn't follow the guidance. So we have Seven of Swords here. Disbelief. You didn't trust something. You didn't believe something. King of Cups. There's that mentor. You could be a mentor. Someone could be looking to you to show them how to do something that has to do with King of Cups, emotional stability, that has to do with being able to express yourself emotionally, that has to do with not hiding your feelings. Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom. Knight of Pentacles is you're moving too slow. Something is moving too slow. It feels like a little bit of some spankings here for Scorpio, but I'm not telling you something you don't know. You've already noticed it. You already were guided to take action. I feel like this could be, a lot of us are experiencing, I know that the Sagittarius new moon was a few days ago. Today's the 21st, right? But a lot of us are experiencing forced alignment. With that last new moon of 2025, it's like Spirit's putting us where we need to be in order to be able to continue on our soul's journey in a more positive, again, wiser, smarter, braver way as we move into the 2026 cycle, right? We are closing out a 9-year cycle with this 2025 year, and that alone has been very challenging. For Scorpio, it's this energy of you go through transformation all the time. So this is going to be something that you've put off. You put on the back burner. You swept under the rug. I'll deal with it later. I'll get to it next week. It's that energy. It's like this is the week you have to get to it. And you have to do it in a calm, stable, maybe even non-emotional way. Could have something to do with going somewhere. Could have something to do with leveling up. And I don't know who has the intense neck and shoulder, like, have mercy. I feel like I felt it at the beginning of Cancer's reading. I hold all of my stress and trauma, little knot right under the bottom of my neck. A lot of us do. But it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress. You're holding something in, Scorpio. All right, power of love activation for guidance. We have integrity. The mentor and morals energy came up a lot. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. We have detachment. You're releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. And we have freedom. You're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. It's definitely giving this strong energy of having to take some type of challenging action that most likely has been put off. But it's like you've recently noticed that it's like you can't get by something, you can't get past something. All right, Moonology to close it out for Scorpio. You are good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and bring love into the situation. It's new moon in Aquarius. This is energy of pouring back into yourself. It could be about pouring back into others as well. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, if it pulls at your heartstrings, make sure you're tapping that like button for me. I'm going to clean up, and we have Pisces next. I miss the wide screen. I love having all this room. I'm not sure if this is still Scorpio or if we've moved on to Pisces, but there is the strong energy of things becoming more and more tense or intense. Something could feel like it's coming to a boiling point. I mean, this could just be stress. It feels there's this a little bit of a rush energy. I think this is Pisces. It feels a little bit rushed, a little bit like we have to get there now. Could have something to do with like holiday stress as well. Could have something to do with expectations. All right, Pisces, let's timestamp. Let's do 10821. Pisces, this is December 21st through the 27th. So we're in winter solstice today, the 21st. Capricorn season is like sometime late tonight. We kick in Capricorn season. It's this energy of slow down. I want to say you've done enough. You feel like you need to rush and you need to do more. All right, Pisces, Enchanted Soul Tarot. Let's start with energy of the week. We have Two of Cups coming out. This came out a lot for the fire signs. I think it's the first time coming out for the water signs. It's equal effort, partnership, soulmate energy. I water you, you water me. There's no takers. There's no takers. Everyone is doing equally for the other. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have Three of Coins, working together, teamwork, partnership. Lesson learned. We have the Lovers coming back out. So this is, again, knowing when to choose yourself. And then we have Eight of Coins coming out for the potential outcome. Pisces, this could have something to do with a job, a career, hard work, discipline. Could have something to do with pride. Queen of Coins is on the bottom. Queen of Coins is becoming your own resource, learning where to find new resources. Again, I'm getting this energy of overgiving, needing to choose yourself, needing to put the focus back on yourself. It could be about focusing on the hard work that you have done in 2025. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more information. Two of Cups. You have Queen of Wands coming out. Again, kindness. Again, could have something to do with overgiving. Overplaying your role is what I just heard. Three of Coins is respect. Saying your challenges or obstacle, you could feel like you're having to do it's teamwork and respect. It's also asking for help. You could feel like you're needing to ask for help, but you're struggling, don't know how. Knight of Pentacles comes out, slow moving energy. Something's taking too long. With the Lovers, that Gemini energy, someone is daydreaming, not focused. You could be trying to manifest something without taking like viable action. If I'm talking to a Pisces and you're trying to make $1 million fall out of the sky, you're going to be staring out the window forever, right? Or staring up into the sky, waiting for it to fall out of the sky forever, right? Because when we manifest, it's equal effort. It's you and the universe working together. I thought this was about another person, Pisces, but I think this is you and the universe co-creating. Eight of Coins, we have Knight of Wands. I do believe that's what it is. Knight of Wands is like, get excited. This is new, passionate action. Get excited about the new, passionate action. Knight of Cups is on the bottom. It could be about gaining the courage to tell someone how you feel, but I think it's more than that. Knight of Cups is giving me like testimony type of energy, like being courageous enough to share your testimony. All right, Power of Love activation. We have Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. There's definitely something about the current circumstances or people around you. Again, knowing when to choose yourself or knowing when to pour back into yourself so that you don't become depleted for others. Acceptance, you're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Individuality is here as well. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. Respect is on the bottom. All right, Pisces, Moonology to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do feel like this is an emotional week for you. I don't think you're really overthinking anything. I feel like you know exactly what action needs to be taken. And it's definitely giving energy of like you finally choose you. All right, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Conclusions are within reach. It's full moon eclipse. And last one for Pisces, a personal issue reaches a resolution. It's full moon in Cancer. All right, guys, that's going to be your water signs. I hope that was helpful. Make sure you're tapping that like button for me. I'm going to clean up a little bit here, and then we're going to start with the earth signs. Ooh, tonight's live is long. We're about halfway, guys. About halfway. I'm going to look at Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn next. How many of you have downloaded the free daily wellness journal over on my website? I think that if you haven't, this is the perfect time Links are always in the description box. Because again, we're really supposed to be going inward, slowing down, performing a lot of self-care at this time, right? Winter solstice. And I think the daily wellness journal could be really helpful in keeping us on track and making sure that we are covering all our bases, right? All right, let's timestamp Taurus. Let's do 1/16/26. And there's this energy of like going in blind. I didn't really get a lot of information for Taurus before I was told to just start. Taurus, remember this is for December 21st, today, through Saturday the 27th. All right, energy of the week, I have the Ten of Swords. Challenge or obstacle, I have Justice. Lesson learned, I have Three of Wands. Potential outcome, I have Three of Coins. Seven of Swords is on the bottom. There's this energy of disbelief. But it's giving energy of leveling up. All right, Ten of Swords does say that some painful life cycle is coming to a completion. The Justice card in your challenge or obstacle says you're struggling to fight for some type of fairness, bring some type of balance into your life. I think it's more about fairness. Three of Wands is in your lesson learned to help you with a challenge or obstacle. It says you have to take some type of action, that guides you or propels you towards your future. Three of Coins, again, is teamwork. It's also asking for help. Mentor, apprentice, learning, study. But I think it's more about the teamwork for Taurus. It's almost like at first someone wasn't working for you or working with you. Definitely brought some type of injustice. But it's like this week, December 21st to the 27th, you take some type of new action that like clears that path. It's almost like if you're headed down a path with a partner and then for some reason they start stumbling or slowing you down, and you keep like coming back for them and trying to help them, walk straight or something, but they continue to like purposely trip and stumble. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go. And either you can pick it up and come with me, or I guess, you'll just be back here. And it's like when you do this, it's like they realize, oh, they're not going to keep picking it up for me. They're not going to keep pushing me or helping me along. So if I want to stay with them, I need to, catch up and work together and do, put in equal effort and all of that stuff, right? All right, Ten of Swords. It is energy of rock bottom, loss, abandonment. You could feel like someone is stabbing you in the back, but it's some type of completion. So it's like whoever this is, whatever this energy is, you feel like they've done these things to you. The Seven of Wands is you needing to protect yourself or hold somebody back. It's giving us energy of like building some type of wall. You could feel like you're having to protect something. I do see the child in the background. We have Page of Swords coming out for the Justice card. So it's like you had to learn how to stand up for yourself. You had to, the Justice card is like in your challenge or obstacle is like some type of injustice was done. Ooh, Taurus, it's possible that there could be some, there's gonna be a word for it, but I feel like I'm not catching what the word is. But it's like where you want to lay the blame on something else, but like it's deeper than that. So you're putting the blame in the wrong, you know, like whatever, because you don't realize that like it's deeper than that. It goes way back more. So this is giving, like, let's say you're in a relationship and you get upset with someone in your relationship, and then, you know, come to find out that it has nothing to do with like that particular person. It has something to do with like something that has happened to you in, you know, every relationship. And then you realize like it's because it happened to you in childhood. And you see what I'm trying to say? And it's like when you go back and heal that, then you don't have that energy or that problem anymore. It's giving that type of vibe. Page of Swords is higher learning. You struggled to learn where the injustice was, or you struggled to place the injustice in the right, I don't know, position, or like put the blame in the right place. Three of Wands, taking action towards your future. We do have the Devil card coming out. It's called the Crone card in Triple Goddess Tarot. You could have broke free from something. I do see the cord laying in the background. It is this energy. Remember, we don't cut cords, we heal, and we unhook, right? So there's this energy of like healing something, unhooking from something, freeing yourself from something, becoming wise to something, probably some type of inaction, like not doing something. The Three of Coins is teamwork, partnership. Maybe you ask for help, but it's also possible that people respect you, want to work with you, see you come through some type of breakthrough, finding clarity, understanding, crone energy, gaining wisdom, right? So Four of Wands, big confirmation. Four of Wands is like celebration, 11:11, everything comes together, right? Three of Cups on the bottom, more celebration, soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters. Guys, Taurus is my 11th house. 11th house is for me is, I mean, for everybody is community. So when I'm reading for Taurus, in my birth chart, it has something to do with all of you, right? Because you're my community. All right, let's pull some guidance. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. And humility. You've developed a loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. All right, Moonology to close it out for Taurus. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And last one, you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, we have Virgo next. I think you may be right. Virgo is my third house. So to say I'm an overthinker. It's also where my North Node is. Where is Virgo on your chart? The picture on Twitch looks amazing. Facebook looks nice. Yes, guys, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you, Diana. All right, ladies. So I just remembered to do the membership gifting. I know we're in the middle of our live, but I just want to remind everyone that we now only have one tribe. So when you're gifted a PLR membership, Vanessa, I see Vanessa, I see Diana. I think I see, I want to say that's Divine Timing. But when it's gifted, then you get to watch all the members only videos, because remember, there's only one tribe now. How cool is that? Yay! I see a few new ones that I don't think I've ever seen before. Sky Blessings. I love that name. Bradley 86. I feel like I should know who Andrea 54 is. It looks familiar. Woohoo! I love it. I'm definitely gonna be doing some members only lives while we're at Sisters for sure. All right, let's get back to it. I just remembered, real random, hit the button. I know. All right, let's do Virgo. Let's timestamp. Let's do 128.55. 128.55 because I've seen it. Virgo, this is going to be December 21st through the 27th. I'm looking at energy of the week. We have the Strength card, Leo energy coming out. 8 of Swords says you're going to have to walk away from something, leave something behind. 5 of Swords says it's challenging. There could be some disagreements, arguments. You do have the Empress coming out as your outcome. 10 of Swords is on the bottom. So I don't think it's disagreements or arguments. Well, it could be disagreements, but there's really no arguments. You're walking away from something. It's like you're putting your foot down type of energy. Taking your power back with the Empress. All right, Virgo, let's look at the Strength card. It says bravery, patience, pride, and determination. It could be definitely something to do with pride here, because Eight of Swords, I know I said walking away from something, which you are leaving something, but it's actually self-restriction. So right now you feel stuck, but it's only because you're telling yourself that you can't leave something behind, that you're stuck to it, or it's just like part of who you are, or something like that. It's a self-restriction. It's something you're telling yourself that's actually not true. So the Strength card this week is like you're going to have to face something that you've been telling yourself that's actually not true. We have Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like feeling like you're carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. The burdens are getting too heavy. It is this energy of laying the burdens down, having faith that Spirit will help you get through something that's challenging. Eight of Swords, that self-restriction. Two of Pentacles comes out. The JR on the rock is sticking out to me. The Two of Pentacles could say that you feel like you're being stretched or pulled in too many directions. I think that this has something to do with Virgo, with your energy being directed in the wrong way. You're sending all your power, energy to a certain direction, and Spirit's asking you to call it back to you. Five of Swords says that that could be challenging for others. I don't think it's challenging for you. It's when you pull your energy back from others that there's the disagreements. I don't think there's going to be any arguments, because you're just going to call your power back. There's this energy of Five of Cups coming out as a clarifier. Okay, so Five of Cups is loss and despair, but I did hear the crying over spilt milk. Again, this is like something in the past needs to be cut off, removed, accepted for what it is. The Empress, again, calling your power back. Queen of Wands coming out. Like, be confident in who you are and the capabilities that you have. I did see the Four of Cups on the bottom. It could have something to do as well with focus, determination, manifestation. Something could be slowing your manifestations down, Virgo. The idea that you have to carry all the weight, you have to do all the work, you have to stay attached to the burden. All right, here's the guidance for Virgo, December 21st to the 27th. We have satisfaction. It's part of the card. It looks like a fingerprint. It freaks me out. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Patience is here. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. And empathy is here. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. That's why you're struggling to let go of whatever this is. All right, Moonology to close it out for Virgo. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Show the world the real you. It's full moon in Aquarius. A new start is coming. It's the new moon, and a time to give rather than take. It's new moon in Virgo. Surrender to the divine is on the bottom. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that reading was helpful. Make sure to tap that like button if the reading resonates. And we have Capricorn. Capricorn next. This is Capricorn season. I feel like Capricorn feels like their season couldn't get here fast enough. It definitely feels like a very long, slow moving year for Capricorn. There is this energy of wrapping it up expressly, like you want to expedite something, you want to rush something, you want to get through something quickly. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do 1:35:11 for Capricorn. This is going to be December 21st through the 27th. Energy of the week, we have the Mentor. That's like the Hierophant card. Could have something to do with spiritual belief. Could have something to do with Taurus energy. Blind faith is the first word on the card, and I feel like that's the energy. Blind faith. Challenge or obstacle, we have 7 of coins. A little bit of a shit show energy. 7 of coins is you put a lot of time invested into something, did a lot of work, and now you're kind of standing back and looking at the energy and not really sure like what to make out of it. All right, lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. You do have 3 of wands. It says you need to actually take an action. Stop thinking about doing something and actually do it, Capricorn. And then the outcome, look at that. The wheel of destiny comes out. It is Jupiter energy. It is good luck and good fortune. It's things finally start to turn in your favor, bend in your favor. We do have 9 of coins on the bottom. All of this could have something to do with financial independence for Capricorn. Being able to stand on your own. I feel like for Capricorn, there's something also here about wanting like respect and admiration from others for what you've went through or what you've been through. Wanting people to see the challenges that you faced. Okay. Scorpio energy coming out strongly. It's the Judgment card. Has something to do with purpose. Capricorn, you definitely could have felt that Sagittarius new moon 2 days ago where Spirit was like, hey, this is your path. This is your purpose. This is where you need to be. Gemini comes out, the Lovers. That could be telling you where you need to be. This could be the shit show energy as well. The Lovers is this energy of needing to choose yourself. I will say with Triple Goddess Tarot, it's a little bit more of a bond energy. Like you could feel like you're experiencing some type of soul bond with someone. But again, it is this energy of knowing that you have to choose yourself to heal yourself so that you can come into union whole. It's like you can't make the bond if you yourself are not whole, if you yourself feel broken or depleted, right? We do have the Page of Pentacles coming out on the 3 of Wands. So you are learning what actions to take. You are finding some type of new route. I think, again, it's like you want something to manifest quickly. You want something to happen quickly. The Wheel of Destiny, Page of Swords, higher learning. This is Capricorn energy going through massive spiritual awakening. I do feel like it is a powerful alignment. 10 of Swords is here, completion to painful life cycle. And then Aquarius energy is here, bright hope for the future with the Star energy. Strong forced alignment. Could be talking to Capricorn that was running from their purpose. Could be talking to Capricorn that struggled to choose themselves. But it's like Spirit starts, it's like the things start coming towards you. I know 3 of Wands is like you're taking action towards your future, but it's like all these ships are coming towards her. So it's like you've learned how to come into alignment. You've learned how to draw something to you. It's definitely Page of Swords, higher learning. Page of Swords is also someone's watching and they're fearful to communicate. All right, forgiveness. You're now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. That's going to fall on that Lover's energy. Harmony, you're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. That's what you're working towards. Self-love is how you're going to get there. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. All right, Capricorn, Moonology to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Take time to breathe out. Again, we're in this Capricorn season We're also experiencing winter solstice. It's happening all at the same time. So it is this energy of you're getting ready to accomplish something you've really been working really hard on, probably all of 2025. You want to rush it, but Spirit's asking you to take your time, think things through. I think for Capricorn, this is more about ground into what you've learned. I know we want to say that grounding is like going out and touching a tree. Yes, it is. But remember, 2025 was the year that Spirit taught me grounding also means that you take the energy, the lessons, the things you've learned through the spiritual, through the 5D, and you ground them into your 3D everyday life. You integrate them, you start using them in your everyday life, right? Meditate and contemplate also comes out. New moon in Pisces. And last one, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. We just had that new moon in Sagittarius, definitely giving strong new moon energy. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Capricorn. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up, and we're going to move on to the air signs. So we're going to look at Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius next. Lisa, welcome. We're getting to the end of our night. Gemini could feel a lot of pressure. It could have something to do with like a time constraint, feeling like you have to do something right now. I think it's going to be strong winter solstice energy. It's going to be about going inward. It's almost like you want to find the answers outside of you. And it's almost like you feel like you have some type of urgency to need the answers, and Spirit's asking you to slow down and find them within. All right, let's timestamp Gemini. Let's do 143. Ooh, 43, because I waited for it. So the number 43 could be significant to you, Gemini. We are looking at the week of December 21st through the 27th. I do have this energy of urgency, feeling like I'm behind on something. All right, let's get energy of the week. We have the Sun, Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, Two of Coins, Nine of Coins. You could be trying to do something on your own. You could be trying to take too much on yourself. All right, the Sun is success and enlightenment and happiness. The word child is on here. I do feel like this could have something to do with children, or maybe lessons of your childhood or from your childhood. Six of Cups, again, is like nostalgia, thinking back on your childhood, but it's also reunion energy as well. I find the Six of Cups in the Enchanted Soul Tarot to be a little bit different when it comes to the reunion energy of Six of Cups, because she's making these little sailboats and she's actually setting them to sail. So she's like pushing them off to sail. So there's this energy of like, someone could be leaving something, or someone could be like taking too long to come back. Queen of Swords is speaking your truth. It's drawing hard lines. It's having healthy boundaries and knowing when to enforce your boundaries. It's knowing how to enforce your boundaries with your words, with your communication. Two of Coins does say that you could be juggling finances, choices. You could be closing out cycles. You could feel like things are spinning in place. Money stress is also on here. Gemini, you could feel like there's a lot going out, like there's a lot of energy going out, a lot of outputs, but not a lot of inputs. All right, so Eight of Swords comes out. So it tells me it's a self-restriction. Again, it's something that you're doing to yourself. If you're like, how do I get out of this situation? You have to use all your senses. And Triple Goddess Tarot, it's about using all of your abilities in order to see your way out of a situation, feel your way out of a situation, understand your way out of a situation, that type of energy. Six of Cups, again, giving me reunion, but it's like something went off and it's like you're waiting for it to come back. I do see the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles could be something about like taking responsibility, understanding it's your responsibility, something like this. Queen of Swords is here. Queen of Swords and the Fool. Being able to take a leap of faith. There's actually two Fool cards in Triple Goddess Tarot. And this is the one where she looks like, okay, so one, it looks like she's wearing this big t-shirt. She's barefoot. She doesn't have a lot of supplies. And she feels like there's this hesitancy, like I'm not ready. There's another Fool card where she's wearing these boots, these leather pants. She has this coat, this jacket, this backpack. It's like she has all this stuff. She's super prepared, right? So you could feel like you know that you have to start some type of new way of communicating your boundaries, but you're confused as to how to do that. Maybe you feel like this is new to you. You're not sure how to express yourself, something like this. Two of Coins, again, I feel like this all has something to do with feeling like there's not enough of something. It's giving strong lack energy, lack of time, lack of resources, something like this. We do have Six of Pentacles coming out. Six of Pentacles says it's okay to ask for help, Gemini. It's okay to ask for help. The Hermit is on the bottom. You could like discover a new way to ask for help this week. You could discover a way out of some type of dark night of the soul type of energy. You could be breaking through some type of heaviness, especially with that Sun card and Eight of Swords. All right, let's pull a guidance card for Gemini. You could be dealing with an Aries. The past comes out. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energies in order to transform the heart space. Gratitude, you fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. And joy, again, that Sun card, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Transformation is on the bottom. You use the power of love to move through illusion and shift into awareness. All right, Moonology to close it out for Gemini. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Balance spirituality and practicality. It's full moon in Pisces. I feel like there's a lot of practicality, but there's not very much spirituality. The answers you need are coming. It's full moon in Gemini, and luck is on your side. It's new moon in Sagittarius. All right, we just had that new moon in Sagittarius, so something could definitely be starting to bend in your favor with that last new moon of 2025. I'm going to leave it right there, Gemini. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we're going to move on to Libra. feel like for Gemini, it's that, we're in the middle of the winter solstice. We're in the middle of winter. We're in the middle of a season. And Gemini is feeling rushed to like have something prepared, and maybe like beginning of January type of thing. And it's, it's actually not going to happen till like around March. Libra is next. I instantly got like, what's that? Like acid reflux, like indigestion, that type of stuff. You could be experiencing like stomach issues, nervousness. Libra, you could be someone who, like, whenever you're nervous, whenever I'm nervous, my stomach will start growling, like all loud. Like, it doesn't matter. Food in there, no food in there. It's insane. There could be something about that. There's something about like digestion, food, stomach. They feel a little bit of like acid reflux type of energy. Like when you eat something, it doesn't quite sit right. You know what I mean? All right, Libra, let's timestamp 151. Let's wait for it. 152 even. All right, Libra, this is for December 21st through the 27th. Winter solstice today, the 21st. Capricorn season tomorrow, the 22nd. Energy of the week, we have 10 of Wands coming out. 10 of Wands, again, too much weight. You're carrying too much weight on your shoulders. You're carrying the weight of others. Challenge or obstacle, we have Page of Cups. A small offer, a message of love, a dreamer. I'm getting like seeing the potential in something, but the potential isn't adding up. Like it's not meeting something. Lesson learned to help you with a challenge or obstacle. We have King of Coins. Responsibility, taking responsibility. I heard a little bit of like, no one's responsible for your happiness except you, Libra. All right, potential outcome. We do have Queen of Coins. That is you taking responsibility. Powerful power couple here as well. It's also finding new resources. It's like something wasn't enough, so you found more. And possible that you were looking to someone else to be the enough, and it's like you learned how to do it yourself. There is this energy of not having to count on someone else. Ace of Coins is on the bottom. A new offer, a new beginning. The peacock does represent strong masculine energy. Someone can be taking responsibility for their actions. This could be giving you a new resource or a new route. You could be a mother, a homemaker. All right, 10 of Wands. What are the burdens that you're carrying? So 3 of Cups comes out. Soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters. I think this is like immediate family, the people closest to you. You could be carrying the weight, the challenges, the struggles of the people closest to you. Page of Cups, a small offer, a slippery situation. 6 of Wands comes out. Notoriety, you notice something. It is a victory, but it's in your challenges or obstacle. I think this is more about noticing something, and the children are sticking out to me in the picture. So you could be noticing something about your children. King of Coins is, again, responsibility, your duty, service, that type of energy. 6 of Pentacles is here. You don't have to do something on your own, Libra. It's okay to ask for help. Queen of Coins is here. Queen of Coins is finding a new resource. 5 of Pentacles is challenges, feeling like you're pulling your hair out. feel like you're not sure which direction to go next. I feel like this is the week where you face something that most likely has been weighing you down. And I feel like you face it in a way by asking for help. And I think that that allows you to feel like you found some type of new resource and you don't have to keep feeling like you're pulling your hair out, right? I do feel like it happens very fast, very quickly. The Eight of Wands is on the bottom. Sudden information, quick changes, that type of energy. All right. Power of Love activation for guidance. Willingness. You're able to compromise if the end result is love, cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value and virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. I feel like that's the whole thing here, Libra. All right, Moonology to close it out for Libra, December 21st through the 27th. What do you need to release? It's the waning moon. Emotions are running high. It's the super moon. And your hard work is paying off. It's new moon in Capricorn. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Libra. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, make sure you're tapping that like button for me. I'm going to clean up. We have one more left, Aquarius. Aquarius to help us wrap up the night. Last full week of 2025. Next week, we're looking at the 28th through January 3rd. And we do have the first full moon coming in January 3rd. Oh, we made it. Last one. Excuse me. January 3rd, 2026 will be the Cancer full moon. We do have two Cancer full moons in 2026, one at the beginning of the year and to close out the year. I feel like that's going to be pretty significant for those of us with Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, right? All right, let's get to it. Last one. Day after your B-Day. That is factual. All right, Aquarius. Let's do 159.22. 159.22 for Aquarius. We are looking at the week of December 21st through the 27th. Whoa. Almost did a little 78 card pickup. All right, Enchanted Soul Tarot. Let's pull your energy of the week for Aquarius. I do see the sun coming out. 5 of Coins, challenge your obstacle. 4 of Cups, lesson learned. 3 of Cups is your outcome. 6 of Cups is on the bottom. It is this energy of everything coming together. The sun is joy, enlightenment, success. I feel like all night the sun has been this energy of shining the spotlight on what is blocking joy, enlightenment, happiness, success, right? Five of Coins talks about hardship, homelessness, feeling abandoned. Four of Cups is manifestation, understanding that you have all the ingredients you need to bring something to fruition. Three of Cups is celebration, party, support from friends, soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters, that type of energy. All right, the Fool card is coming out. So this is some type of new inspiration, new excitement, new joy for Aquarius. I do feel like it's some type of outcome after going through a period of hardship, homelessness, abandonment, isolation, struggle. Page of Swords comes out. Again, someone's watching, fearful to communicate, but it's higher learning. It's like you wanted to learn more. You didn't stop until you figured out how to get out of that Five of Coins energy. You did it by manifestation, bringing all the ingredients you have together. Four of Cups comes out. Four of Cups, Four of Coins. Four of Coins, to clarify that Four of Cups. Four of Cups is having all the ingredients you need to manifest the desire that you want. Four of Pentacles says you had to let something go. You had to release something. Most likely it was a thought or notion or idea that you couldn't manifest something that you wanted, right, Aquarius? All right, Three of Cups says this is the week, December 21st to the 27th. Big parties, big celebration, maybe gathering and support from friends, emotional happiness and joy. The World card comes out. Old cycles closing out, new cycles beginning. I feel like out of all 12 signs, Aquarius is the most inspiring and hopeful as we close out the last full week of 2025. Ace of Wands on the bottom. That's why, because this is fate. This is destiny. All right, let's pull Power of Love activation. For Aquarius, we have elevation, so big confirmation there. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. We have responsibility. You're aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love that you express, and cause and effect. You're aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Big confirmation of the entire reading, right? All right, Aquarius, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotion. Expect powerful changes. I do feel like this is the biggest week, Aquarius. Big things happening this last full week of 2025. New moon eclipse. Don't let pride get in your way. It's full moon in Leo. And adjustments are required. It's third quarter moon. It's like get your ducks in line, cross your T's, dot your I's, that type of energy. A time for healing is on the bottom. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to be all 12 signs. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, moderator ladies. I appreciate you guys so very much. Doing good. Computer still has 44. Perfect. All right, guys. I will see all of you guys Tuesday night. If I don't jump on for music and tarot, or maybe even a members only, make sure you guys, if you're new, make sure you have those notification bells hit to all so it notifies you when we go live, because we are on our Christmas break or vacation time, so it's very possible that I'll pop on and do like a music and tarot, offer free readings, live reading, that kind of thing. So make sure if you're new, those notifications are hit to all. And we will definitely be back Tuesday night with Love and Astrology, and we're going to be talking about the January 2026 transit. So I'm super excited for that. All right, guys, I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.